Okay, so let's talk about last Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday. The days are kind of blurring together now, which is weird because I used to be so good with dates. I had this internal calendar, never missed an appointment. But last Tuesday, something happened. I woke up, and the first thing I noticed was the silence. Not the normal, peaceful morning silence, but a deep, hollow kind of quiet. The kind you get when you put seashells to your ear. But instead of the ocean, it's just nothing. I sat up in bed, and my head felt light, impossibly light. I patted the top of my head, just a habit, I guess. Hair was there, scalp was there, but it felt empty, like a beautifully carved jack-o'-lantern after Halloween. All the important stuff scooped out. I stumbled to the bathroom, looked in the mirror, and everything seemed normal. A little pale, maybe, eyes a bit wider than usual, but no visible holes, no cracks, no emergency exits left ajar. I went about my morning routine on autopilot. Toast, coffee, staring blankly at the wall. I tried to remember what I needed to do today. Work. Did I have a job? I felt a vague sense of obligation, a ghost of a to-do list, but the details were gone. It was like trying to read a book where all the nouns had been erased. There were verbs, adjectives, prepositions all floating around, but nothing to connect them to. Go to the, talk to, finish the what, the who? I went back to my bedroom and that's when I saw it. On my pillow, right where my head had been, was a tiny, glistening trail. It looked like a snail had taken a very strange, very determined journey from my ear, across the pillow, to the edge of the bed, and then down onto the floor. I followed it. This shimmering, silvery path led out of my bedroom, down the hallway, and straight to the cat flap on the back door. It was pushed slightly open. My brain had packed its bags, slid out of my head while I was sleeping, and made a break for it through the cat flap. It sounds insane, I know. If you told me this story a week ago, I'd have thought you were crazy. I'd have used logic and reason and all the other wonderful tools that were stored in that thinky lump to poke holes in your story. But now, all I have is the evidence, the hollow feeling, the missing memories, the snail trail. I've been trying to piece it all together. What could have prompted it to leave? Was it something I thought? Did I have a thought so stressful, so monumentally overwhelming, that my brain just said, nope, I'm out, and bailed? Maybe it was bored. I mean, I'll be the first to admit, my daily thoughts weren't exactly groundbreaking. A lot of worrying about email etiquette and remembering to buy milk. Maybe it just wanted to see the world, experience new things beyond the confines of my skull. I've put up posters. Lost. One human brain. Answers to, well, it knows who it is. Last seen heading in the direction of downtown. Maybe easily startled by loud noises or complex philosophical questions. It's grayish, a bit wrinkly, and probably feeling very clever right now. No calls yet. The strangest part is how functional I am without it. I can still walk, talk, eat. It's all muscle memory, I suppose. The body knows what to do, but there's no spark, no new ideas. I watch movies and I see the pictures move, but I don't follow the plot. I listen to music and I hear the sounds, but I don't feel the rhythm. I'm just a shell, a biological machine running its pre-programmed subroutines. So, if you're out there and you happen to see a brain rolling down the street, maybe trying to catch a bus or looking wistfully at a library, do me a favor. Don't try to catch it. It probably left for a good reason. Just tell it I miss it. Tell it the rent is cheap. The coffee is always on, and I promise to think more interesting thoughts. And that the cat flap is always open. No questions asked. Thanks for listening, I think.